Correction Method 1. Sometimes you might have observed red, green and blue wavy lines under a few words in your document. This is done by Microsoft Office program to help you to spot the grammar and spelling errors easily. Word has an inbuilt dictionary and a set of grammatical rules to check the spellings and grammar of the text document. Number 1. A red wavy line under any word signifies the incorrectly spelt word. To correct the spelling error, right-click on the incorrectly spelt word and a list of suggested corrections will appear. Select the option which meets your requirement. You will observe that the incorrect spelling is replaced by the selected option. As shown in the figure, a green wavy line under any word or sentence indicates a grammatical error. To rectify the grammatical error, right-click on the mistake to find a possible suggested correction. Number 3. A blue wavy line under a word refers to a contextual spelling error. This error occurs when a correctly spelled word is used mistakenly for another word. For example, if you write "Dear Mr. George" in the beginning of a letter, then the blue wavy line appears under the word dear, as it is a contextual error. Although its spelling is correct, but the usage of this word is inappropriate at this place. The word dear should be used in place of dear. Let us take a quick view. The shortcut key to activate the spelling and grammar tool is F7. Students know the fact that the spelling and grammar utility depends on the current language being used. In some languages, this feature does not work. To be on the safer side, you should always use English, United States rather than English, India. Correction Method 2. Spelling and Grammar Tool. To check the spelling and grammatical error in a document by using the Spelling and Grammar tool, follow the given steps. Open a Word document that needs to be checked. Click the Review tab, select the Spelling and Grammar option in the Proofing group. The Spelling and Grammar dialog box appears and the first suggested correction is highlighted. Select the suggested correction and click the Change button. After correcting the spelling in the whole document, Microsoft Word prompts a message. The spelling and grammatical check is complete. Click on OK. Let us take a quick view. The shortcut to open Microsoft Word is Windows key plus R key. The Run box appears. Type in WinWord and press the Enter key. Let us now talk about Thesaurus. A thesaurus is a built-in dictionary that enables you to look up synonyms, antonyms, word substitutes, and alternative spellings. This feature increases your writing abilities and vocabulary and helps you to better understand the text. When you look up a word in a thesaurus, it will provide you a list of alternative words which you can use in place of an existing word. Let us learn how to use the thesaurus feature. Select the word whose synonyms and antonyms you want to search. On the Review tab, select the Thesaurus command in the Proofing group. The Research task pane appears in the extreme right side of the window, displaying the synonyms and antonyms of the selected word. Move the mouse pointer to the suitable word. Click on the drop-down arrow that appears next to the word and select the Insert option. The selected word will be replaced with a new one. Or you can also select a synonym by pressing the Alt key and clicking on the word. A list of synonyms will appear in the Research task pane. Point to the replacement word or phrase. Click the down arrow to its right and click on Insert or Copy from the displayed list. Let us take a quick view. The shortcut key to open the Thesaurus pane is Shift plus F7. Okay students, let me share an important tip. You can also replace a word with its synonym by following the given steps. Right-click on the selected word. Choose the synonym option in the context menu to see a list of words with a similar meaning. Select the suitable synonym from the displayed list. Let us understand how to insert symbols. At times, you must have seen some special characters in documents which are not available on a standard keyboard. In computer terminology, such special characters are called symbols. A particular mark that represents some piece of information is called a symbol. How to insert a symbol? Place a cursor at the position where you want to insert a symbol. Click the Insert tab. Simply click the symbol button in the symbols group and select the desired symbol from the displayed option. If you want to choose a symbol from the available list of options, then select More Symbols option. The Symbol dialog box appears. The Symbols tab is selected by default. Select the font of your choice from the font drop-down list, example Windings, and the list of symbols displays accordingly. Choose the desired symbol and click on the Insert button. Click on the Close button to close the box. Let us understand this through an activity. Type the given text. Let us apply some of the formatting features of MS Word 2010. Select the text marked Zuckerberg in the first paragraph. Click the Home tab, select the font face Arial Black and select the font size 18 in the font group. Now select the word Facebook in the second sentence of the first paragraph. Apply bold and italic effects to it. Center align the first and second paragraph. Apply the double line spacing to the third paragraph. Now insert page number, date and time in the header section of your document and insert your name in the footer section using header and footer group on the Insert tab. Insert a desired symbol at the beginning of the document. Select the words Time Magazine and the time person of the year in the last line of the document. Convert the case into uppercase. Place the cursor at the end of the last paragraph and press the Enter key. Add the achievements of Zuckerberg by setting the tab and leader line. Save the document. Okay students, let us understand page formatting. In the previous sections, you have studied the concepts of character formatting and paragraph formatting. Similar to the above mentioned formatting styles, MS Word also provides the facility of page formatting, which includes the setting of page layout, size, orientation, margins, etc. There are times when the default page setting does not meet your requirement. Word allows you to make changes in the default page setting as per your need. Let us take a quick view. The shortcut to split the document window is Alt plus Ctrl plus S, and to remove the split window, press the key combination again. Page size. Select the Page Layout tab. Click the Size button in the Page Setup group and drop-down menu appears. The current paper size is highlighted. Select any predefined page size from the menu. You will observe that the page size of the document changes accordingly. If you want to custom the page size, click on the More Paper Sizes option. The Page Setup dialog box will appear. By default, Paper tab is selected. Select the required size from the displayed list under Paper Size section and click OK. Page Orientation. Click the Orientation button in the Page Layout tab. It will display two options, Portrait and Landscape. Change the page orientation by selecting the desired orientation option. Okay students, note the default page size in Word is letter, that is 8.5 inches into 11 inches. Portrait is the default page orientation in MS Word. Margins. In the previous sections you have studied about margins. Page margins are the blank space around the edges of the page. You can change or set the page margins in two ways. Using the ruler bars, using Page Setup dialog box. Setting margins using the ruler bars. Place the pointer on the indent markers present on the left horizontal ruler bar. The pointer changes into double-headed arrow as shown in the figure. Now drag the mouse pointer to the right to increase and to the left to decrease the margin. After setting the margin, release the mouse button and observe the changes in the left margin setting on your page. Similarly, you can change the right margin as well as top and bottom margins. Students, let us know more. Setting margins. The small double-headed arrows on the ruler are used for indenting paragraphs. They are often at the same place as page margins. Hence, you need to be careful so that you move the margin markers and not the arrows. Setting margins using the Page Setup dialog box. Let us learn how to set margins using the Page Setup dialog box. Select the Page Layout tab. Click the Margins button in the Page Setup group. A drop-down list of options appears. The normal option is selected by default. Select the desired predefined margin from the drop-down list. Select the Custom Margins option from the drop-down list to specify your own margin settings. The Page Setup dialog box will appear as shown in the figure. On the Margins tab, click the Increment or Decrement buttons next to the top, bottom, left and right fields to increase or decrease the margin settings respectively. In Apply to box, choose any option and click OK. OK, students, note, you can also open the Page Setup dialog box by clicking on the dialog box launcher of the Page Setup group. Let us discuss about header and footer. You must have seen that usually the title of the chapter is present at the top of the page and the page number at the bottom. In literary terms, they are called header and footer. Since they appear at the top and bottom of the page respectively, header and footer are those little identifiers that run across the top and bottom of the document respectively. They include such information like page numbers, date, title of a book or chapters, author's name and slideshow theme, etc. They can also be modified later. Whenever you need to repeat certain text or graphics on each page, you can use header and footer. It is a time-saving technique. The header and footer buttons are found in the Header and Footer group on the Insert tab. Click the Header button. Select the Edit Header option from the drop-down menu. An additional tab with the name Design appears on the ribbon. On the top of the page, you will find the header box, which is separated from the rest of the page with a dotted line. Click in the header box, then type the text you want. Example, Kip's Publishing World on the left side. Press the Tab key twice. The insertion point will jump to the right side. Click on Date and Time button in the Insert group on the Design tab. Choose the suitable date and time format in the Date and Time dialog box and click OK. The date and time now appears in the document accordingly. Click the Footer button on the Insert tab and select the Edit Footer option. The footer box will appear at the bottom of the page. You will observe that insertion point appears on the left side of the footer box. Press the Tab key once. The insertion point will jump to the center of the page. Click on the Page Number button in the Header and Footer group on the Design tab and choose the desired format from the drop-down list. Or select the Format Page Numbers option from the drop-down list. Select the required format from the Page Number Format dialog box. Click OK. Click the Close Header and Footer button on the Design tab to close the Header and Footer tool. Alright students, let us share an important tip. If you want to remove the header, footer, page number from your document, simply click on the respective buttons in the Header and Footer group on the Insert tab. Select the Remove Header or Remove Footer or Remove Page Number options from the drop-down menu. You can activate the header and footer of a document by simply double-clicking at their respective sections in the document. Students, first let me tell you how to add borders to a paragraph or text. Different types of borders can be easily applied to paragraphs in Word. The borders can be added to any or all sides of a paragraph. A drop shadow effect can also be created, providing almost a three-dimensional appearance. The following steps must be followed in order to add borders to a paragraph. Position the cursor in the paragraph where the border has to be added. Go to Home tab of the ribbon. Click on the down arrow next to the Borders tool in the paragraph group. Word displays a variety of options you can choose from. Choose the Borders and Shading option. A border and shading dialog box appears. Select the Borders tab. Select the required border style from the setting area like box, shadow, 3D or custom. Line style can be selected from the style list. To adjust the distance of the borders of the box from the paragraph text, click on the Options button and set the From Text options. Change the From Text distances. Click on OK once it is completed. Click on OK to close the Borders and Shading dialog box. You can quickly remove a paragraph border by selecting None in the Borders and Shading dialog box or No Border from the drop-down list. After the border attributes are set, Word will continue to use the same attributes until they are changed again. Apply or change shading on a word or paragraph. Select the word or paragraph where the shading has to be applied. On the Home tab in the paragraph group, the arrow next to Shading has to be clicked. Under Theme Colors, click on the color that is to be used to shade your selection. Now, let me tell you how to apply page border to a page. Follow the given steps to apply page borders to a page. Select the Page Borders option from the Page Background group under the Page Layout tab. Word displays the Borders and Shading dialog box. By default, Page Border tab is selected. You will find all the same options as we have discussed in Border tab. Now select Box option to apply line style to the page. Select Style, Color, Width and Art of the border. To apply page border to a specific page or section, click on the Apply to drop-down list and select the option that you want. Here we have selected whole document. Click on OK. Alright students, let us learn how to apply shading on a page. Select the text of a page on which the shading has to be applied. In the Border and Shading dialog box, click on the Shading tab. Here you will find the Fill in Pattern section for the shading. Select any fill color or pattern that you want to apply and click on OK. The applied shading will reflect onto your page. Let us first start with Preview a document. A printed output of a document or an image is called a hard copy. From time to time, you need hard copies of your work. Just like any other word processor, MS Word provides us with options to print a document, analyze its preview, and control the printing properties. Microsoft Word allows you to preview the document before printing. Follow the given steps to preview a document. Click on the File tab and then select the Print option. A preview of your document automatically appears on the right side of the Word window. To view each page, click on the arrows below the Preview section present on the navigation bar. You can magnify the view of the page by using the Zoom slider bar at the bottom right corner of the Preview section. If you want to print more than one copy of a document, you can choose between the collated and uncollated options in the Settings option. If there are 10 pages in a document and you want to print 5 copies, the collated option will print the complete copy of the document, that is from page 1 to page 10, and then it will again start printing the next copy. Whereas the uncollated option will print all the 5 copies of the first page and then print the next copy of the subsequent pages likewise. Students, now Let us learn how to print a document. After checking the preview of the document, you can follow the given steps to print the document. Click on the File tab and then select the Print option. Choose the printer from the Printer drop-down list. Enter the number of copies in the Copies pin box. Under the Settings section, click on the arrow next to the Print All Pages to choose any given option. Selecting the Print All Pages option prints the entire document. Selecting the Print Selection option prints only the selected text from the document, like 1, 5, 8. Prints the first, fifth and eighth pages. Selecting the Print Current Page prints only the selected page from your document. Choosing the Print Custom Range option prints the specified range of pages from the document, like 3 to 5, 8 to 10. Prints 2-page ranges, 3rd to 5th and 8th to 10th. After selecting all the required options, click on the Print button. Students, note that to change the properties of your printer, select the Printer Properties option under the printer name. Okay students, let us take a recap of this chapter. Formatting means arranging the general appearance of text in a document. Character formatting focuses on the appearance of individual character. Font is a set of characters of specific size and style. Microsoft Word provides 5 types of cases. They are sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize, each word and toggle case. Superscript and subscript options place the selected text slightly above and below the baseline respectively. Format Painter tool is used to copy the formatting effects of a piece of text to another selection. Paragraph formatting looks after the overall appearance of a document. Margin is the distance between the written text and the edge of the paper. Alignment refers to the positioning of text between the margins of a page. Left, right, center and justify are the 4 types of text alignment present in the paragraph group on the Home tab. Indent is distance between the text boundaries and the page margins. Tab stops are the predefined text positions on the ruler bar that are used to indent a paragraph or a line. First line indent inserts the indent marker in the ruler and indents the first line of text in a paragraph away from the left margin. Line spacing refers to the vertical distance between the consecutive lines of text. Word provides 2 types of page orientations, portrait and landscape. Header and footer are those little identifiers that run across the top and bottom of the document respectively. A particular mark that represents some piece of information is called a symbol